In our previous lecture, I make mention of domain and hosting. So for us to get a free domain and hosting in this particular video, let me remind us of domain. A domain is a particular website name that individual wanted to design. So once you give a website name, it is now become a domain. Then the hosting is a server on an internet that saves vital information and data. So let's proceed. At this point, we have 9 steps for us to be able to have a domain and hosting. The first step is that you have to visit infinityfree.net. Then the second one, you have to click on register and fill in the form to sign up. So the third one, you can go to your email and verify. You will be directed to your dashboard. So click on create account on your dashboard. So those are these 9 steps that are listed here. Those are the steps you have to follow before you will be able to have access to create a domain and hosting. So in this video, we are going to do it practically. Come to your browser and click on infinityfree.net. So after clicking on it, you have to hold on a moment so that it will now provide 2 icons for you. The first icon, which is known as login, then the second icon is known as register. For those that have previous accounts, they will be able to click on this login button so that they will be able to input their email and address. Regard to the ones that just wanted to create a new account, they were to click on this register. So after clicking on this register, it will now create a form for you which you have to fill. So in this particular form, as we can see on this screen, we have where we have to input our email address. So you have to input your email address here. After doing that, it will now give you option of inputting password, which you have to create a password, and also make sure that the 2 columns you are using the same password for the both. Then you have to click on this sign that shows verify you are a human. Then after clicking on it, you hold on a moment. It has to show you successful. After it has shown you successful, then you can sign up. So we can save this for later purpose. So now it has told us that they have sent us an email. In this particular mail, what you have to do, you have to go back to your particular Gmail and refresh so that you'll be able to see that particular message. Our email, we are to receive this particular email that the web hosting sent to us, which is verify email address. So you can click on this verify email address. After clicking on it, then there is a particular icon that shows create account. So what you have to do now, you have to click on this particular icon that shows create account. Mind you, with one email you can only create 3 accounts. So after creating 3 accounts, you won't be able to have any other account. So for now, we have clicked on create account. For those that use payment domain, because payment domain allowed large audience to participate on that particular site, but what we have to do, since we are using free domain for practice, we can create on this particular one that shows $0 forever. Then we can click on create now. So after showing us create now, you can patiently wait for this particular confirmation. So this confirmation is showing us that whether you are a person or a robot. So you can wait a little before the site can verify you. It's taking long due to network, but let's exercise patience a little. So it has shown successful. Let's take a look of this particular icon that shows us subdomain and domain extension. So there is differences between subdomain and domain extension. So this subdomain refers to a particular name that you wanted to give your website. So this domain extension, let me give a scenario with some website that you have to see. After having their name, they have to have .com, .org, and so on. That is what is known as extension. But the domain refers to a particular name that you give your website. So we are going to give this website a name. Let's assume that we are to write ND1 class 2025. So let's assume that this should be our domain name, which is the website name. So let's come to the domain extension. So we have different extensions here. We have rf.g, we have user.com, we have free.nf. So for me, let's use this free.nf. So after clicking on this free.nf, so our domain name should be nd1 class 2025 free.nf. So there is this icon shows check availability. The function of this check availability, you have to know that if other persons have already used this particular site as domain name, there is no how you have to use the same domain with other people. But since nobody have already used it, it will now grant us access to proceed. So let's take a look at this particular image. You are not to touch anything except this particular place that shows email consent. So after clicking on this email consent, there is a place that shows I approved. So you have to click on this I approved, then you can come down and click on create. So after clicking on create, we have already created our domain. This is our domain name. We have already gotten our domain name. So in next class I will show us how to install WordPress in order for us to be able to work on add and drop. So you have to see this particular domain at this point, nd1class2025.free.nf. so we can call it a day. For the next lecture I will explain how to install WordPress on this particular domain so that we'll be able to design website with it.